Alexis. So I thought I would make this video lesson. I actually do this. I make video lessons for my students. Sometimes when they can't come at all, or something weird happens, or you get caught in traffic, or this happens with the internet or whatever. So the internet's just gone out of your house. Your mommy texted me, but I get to see you on Friday, which is great. But I wanted to use up all your time. I don't want any of your time to go to waste. So what I was going to say is that you were working on maybe, which is wonderful. Maybe I wanted more and a more accentuated E sound, partly because I think it's brighter there and I think it's a nicer sound. And it's a longer note. I mean, that's why I'm making such a big deal out of it. Giving up me. It's a longer time. If it were a short note, it wouldn't be a big deal. But also because, again, it's more childlike. So once again, it goes back to character. Character is so important, I think, in determining how we sing songs sometimes. So in musical theater, right? In classical music, rarely. Like, I'm even thinking of opera and really good actors that are opera singers, that are known for being good actors. And even then, the voices don't change that much. In musical theater, it can determine whether we're nasally. I went to the store, right? If we're that kind of character, it determines whether or not we're sort of low energy, right? What your character's like should feed into what your sound is. In Annie's case, of course, she's an optimistic child, right? She's the classic optimistic child. So you have that sense of hope in her voice, but also a real innocence. Even though she's been through a lot, she's still a kid. And so I think that me, which is really deep, to just talk about one vowel, but that me, giving up me. And that's not everybody's character choice. I'm sure there are actors out there who would say, I don't want to sing that E of an E, but I want you to play around with it. I want you to be able to do that kind of an E if you want to, again, in a character. I was going to say, too, if you look at Dear Evan Hansen, which are teenagers, right? So we're talking about older teenagers now. That's the kind of show where you wouldn't do that, right? It would be weird if, for forever, right? Or waving through a window. And that's not just because Ben doesn't sing it like that in the show. It's because they're teenagers and that doesn't sound like a teenage voice. That's like me waving through. It's like, you know what I mean? So that's one thing to look at is what kind of show is it? More importantly, what kind of character do we have? And that can, believe it or not, determine how we say our vowels. So play around with accentuated nasally vowels. A, E, O, U, I, O. Make yourself nasal on purpose. We don't want to sound like that, but I want you to feel what it's like to be nasal like that. I, O, I, O. Just so that you can feel the resonance and know where in the world that is. And frankly, so if it ever, I've never heard you get nasally, but if you ever got nasally, you would know and you'd go, oh no, it's in that weird place. I don't want it to be nasally. Then you'd know just by sensation, not always from hearing, especially if you're in a show, right? You can't always hear yourself and there's a lot going on and other people singing and all that other stuff. So that's what I was going to say. On Friday, I would love to do Forever from Dear Evan Hansen. So we've done an Annie. I think it's great to have your back pocket. We'll do Dear Evan Hansen on Friday. Great to have your back pocket. I love Forever, but maybe we'll do a couple. I think all the songs for the show are great. And then we'll go from there. Then I get to see you on every Tuesday, starting next Tuesday in studio, which I'm really excited about. But for right now, Friday, Dear Evan Hansen. I'd like to maybe try Waving Through a Window and For Forever, and we'll just see which one sounds. You can sing, but I need to know both. but just have one really polished up for auditions when they come along. And then we'll go from there. So any questions, Alexis, anytime, email me at mrsheatherlanza@hotmail.com. You can text me. But email's sometimes faster, believe it or not. And then you can ask me any questions about this video or about Friday. But I will see you Friday at 4:30 on Skype.